Welcome back, everyone. It's Saturday. It's Twilight Zone. I actually backed real jobs out of my base today to do oil changes first thing this morning. How about that? For those who watch, I appreciate your comments. There was one guy who just recently commented saying that Saturdays aren't for retail customers anymore. I understand why. This is about changing your battery or alternator DIY or at a service center. This may help somebody in the business to eliminate a problem or follow through for a problem. Is when you change a battery or alternator on some vehicles that are neglected for maintenance, you may not be able to get the vehicle to start or idle properly, and sometimes you'll need to go for a road test to just get the idle to start to relearn and command. The problem with this is that a dirty throttle body is usually the cause, or underlying issues that you may not know about, and you may know about. If you had your check engine light on, you didn't do anything about it, it could be underlying issues that weren't resolved. Or it's just complete lack of maintenance, and then a technician is sometimes left scratching his head and said, what did I do wrong? You didn't do anything wrong. It's the vehicle you're working on is neglected maintenance. And I want you to just try this, which is clean the throttle body. And there's risks with cleaning a throttle body. Some of them just use the throttle plate for throttle position to hold idle. And if that throttle plate is dirty, some of these vehicles don't have a program that says, well, if this throttle plate is in this position, that the throttle plate's dirty. It doesn't. The throttle plate is looking for a parameter after the battery's been reset or loss of voltage. The throttle plate goes back to where it's trying to go back, which is sealed against carbon and sludge, and that's why the vehicle usually doesn't idle. Is it your fault? No, it's the customer's fault ultimately for not doing the maintenance that it's needed, or the technicians through the years that have been servicing the vehicle not advising the customer properly. This is just the game we're in. I have that, for instance, here. You have a Toyota Avalon near 300,000 miles, towed in with a bad alternator and battery. Technician starts it up, won't start. Finally it starts, won't hold an idle. Even after a road test, it still doesn't recover well for the idle. I had to go in there and clean the throttle body with that. And there's risks. Will the intake boot break? Will the vacuum lines break? Will anything plastic break? Will the throttle body finally just die because you've touched it? There's a high risk to that stuff. It's not the technician's problem. It's actually the customer's car. It's the customer's car. It's your responsibility. Our responsibility is to repair and maintain it. So what I'm going to do first is, I already cleaned the throttle body. I'm going to start it up. And I'm going to go in there and erase the codes, because I was running it with the throttle body, mass airflow sensor unplugged, and trying just to get it to idle while I was doing some cleaning work. I tried the non-aggressive cleaning practices first, and then I didn't have no choice because it was so nasty to actually open the throttle plate and go in there and scrub it clean, and actual throttle body. So low idle conditions, or won't hold an idle condition after a battery replacement or battery and alternator replacement, or a jump start condition for a vehicle that has a disgusting or non-maintained vehicle. It's fairly normal. Sometimes you can drive through it with a road test, and sometimes it's impossible. You have to get in there and clean it. I hope this helps somebody. I hope you have a better Saturday. I hope you have a great Saturday. Thanks for watching.